9 out of 10 Americans who retire never wait until age 70 to claim Social Security. And according to research from the National Bureau of Economic Research, most of them leave money on the table. Not a little money, in many cases, tens of thousands of dollars. The difference between claiming at the wrong age and claiming at the right age for your specific situation can be $200, $300, even $500 more per month for the rest of your life. That is not an opinion. That comes directly from the Social Security Administration's own benefit calculations. Today, I want to walk you through the exact numbers, the real break-even calculation that most people never see, so you can figure out the right claiming age for your life. Not a general answer, your answer. And I want to show you 3 things that most conversations about this topic skip entirely. Stay with me until the end, because the third one surprises almost everyone I share it with. This channel is about making retirement decisions clear. The numbers, the rules, the things that actually affect your money, explained simply so you can act with confidence. I'm Kalara, and I'm glad you're here. Let's take a look. The numbers most people never see. Let me start with the basics, because I think seeing the real numbers changes how you think about this decision. The Social Security Administration gives you a choice. You can claim as early as age 62, you can wait until what they call your full retirement age, which for most people born in 1960 or later is age 67, or you can wait all the way until age 70. For every year you wait past your full retirement age, your benefit grows by 8%. That is not a guess. That is the official delayed retirement credit from the Social Security Administration. Now let me show you what that looks like in real dollars. I am going to use a real example, a person whose Social Security would be $2,000 per month at their full retirement age. This is close to the national average, and it makes the math easy to follow. If this person claims at age 62, their monthly check is $1,400. That is a 30% permanent reduction from their full benefit. It does not go back up when they turn 67. It stays at $1,400 for life. If the same person waits until age 67, their monthly check is $2,000. That is their full benefit, 100%. If they wait all the way until age 70, their monthly check is $2,480. That is 24% more than their full benefit and 77% more than they would have received at age 62. Let me say that one more time clearly. The person who waits until 70 gets $1,080 more per month than the person who claims at 62. Every single month. For the rest of their life. Over 20 years of retirement, that difference adds up to $259,200. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great, but I claimed early because I needed the money or because I was worried Social Security might not be there. I hear that, and I am going to come back to both of those situations specifically. But first, let me show you the calculation that changes how most people think about this. The break-even calculation. The most important number in this entire conversation is not how much your check is at 62 or 70. It is a number called the break-even age. Here is what it means. If you claim early, at 62, you get more checks. You collect money for longer, but each check is smaller. If you wait at 67 or 70, you get fewer checks, but each one is bigger. At some point, the total amount of money from waiting catches up to the total amount from claiming early. That is your break-even age. After that point, every month you are alive, you are ahead. Let me show you the real numbers. Using our same example, $1,400 at 62 versus $2,000 at 67. If you claim at 62, you collect $1,400 every month starting now. If you wait to 67, you collect nothing for 5 years, then $2,000 per month. By age 67, the person who claimed early has collected about $84,000 more in total. But from age 67 onward, the person who waited gets $600 more per month. Divide 84,000 by 600, and you get 140 months. 140 months is about 11 and a half years. Add that to age 67, and you reach the break-even point at approximately age 78 to 79. So the question becomes, how long do you expect to live? Here's what the Social Security Administration's own data shows. The average 65-year-old American man lives to approximately age 82. The average 65-year-old American woman lives to approximately age 85. That means the average American, the person who just turned 65 and is in reasonably good health, will live past their break-even age, often by several years, sometimes by a decade or more. For most people, waiting pays off, not because of opinion, because of math. I know what some of you are thinking right now. Kalara, that is easy to say, but I am not average. My health is not great. My father died at 72. I needed the income. I hear that completely. Those are real and valid reasons to claim early. I'm going to address exactly those situations in a few minutes, because the right answer genuinely is different depending on your health, your other income, and your household situation. But first, the comparison that actually changes most people's thinking. The number most people never calculate. The third thing, the one I said surprises most people. Most conversations about when to claim Social Security focus on one person, your check, your break even, your situation. But if you are married, there is a second number that almost nobody calculates in advance, and it may be the most important one. It is this: when one spouse dies, the surviving spouse does not keep both checks. They keep one, the higher of the two, which means the higher earner's claiming decision does not just affect their own monthly income. It determines what their surviving spouse will receive for the rest of that surviving spouse's life. Let me show you exactly what this means with a real example. Take someone named Robert and his wife, Susan. Robert is the higher earner. His full Social Security benefit at 67 is $2,200 per month. Susan's own benefit is $900 per month. Scenario A. Robert claims at 62. His benefit is reduced to $1,440 per month. Robert passes away at age 78. Susan is 75. She has perhaps 10 more years of life. Susan now receives $1,440 per month for the rest of her life. Scenario B. Robert waits until 70. His benefit grows to $2,728. Robert passes away at the same age, 78. Susan is 75. Susan now receives $2,728 for the rest of her life. The difference to Susan, $1,188 more per month. For 10 years, that is $142,560. Not to Robert, to Susan, the person who had no control over when Robert decided to claim. This is why financial researchers say that for married couples, delaying the higher earner's claim to 70 is one of the most powerful financial decisions available in retirement. It functions like a lifetime income insurance policy for the surviving spouse. If you are the higher earner in your household, this number belongs in your claiming decision, not just your own break-even. Susan's 10 years, too. When claiming early is the right decision. Now, I want to be completely honest with you, because this is not a one-size-fits-all answer. Waiting until 70 is the right mathematical choice for many people, but it is not right for everyone, and I would not be giving you the full picture if I did not tell you when claiming early genuinely makes more sense. Situation 1. You are in poor health. If you have a serious health condition, or if your family history suggests a shorter lifespan, the break-even math changes completely. If you realistically expect to live only to your mid-70s, claiming at 62 produces more total lifetime income. The $1,400 monthly check collected from 62 to 75 may exceed the higher check you would have collected from 70 to 75. The Social Security Administration has a life expectancy calculator at ssa.gov. It is free, it takes 2 minutes, and running your own numbers there, using your real health situation, is more valuable than any general advice. Situation 2. You have no other income and you need it now. Financial theory is useful. Financial reality comes first. If you have no savings, no pension, and no other income source, waiting until 70 may not be a realistic option. Claiming at 62 or 65 to cover your actual living expenses is a perfectly rational decision when the alternative is going into debt or depleting savings you will need later. The goal is not to maximize your total lifetime Social Security income on paper. The goal is to have a retirement that actually works. Situation 3. You are still working and want to claim early. Be careful. If you claim Social Security before your full retirement age and you are still working, the SSA has what is called an earnings test. In 2026, if you earn more than $24,480 per year before reaching full retirement age, Social Security will withhold $1 in benefits for every $2 you earn above that limit. The withheld benefits are not lost permanently. The SSA recalculates and increases your benefit at full retirement age to credit you for the months when benefits were withheld, but your monthly check in those years will be lower than you expected. If you are still working and considering claiming early, check this number against your actual income first. Situation 4. You genuinely cannot afford to wait, but you have a spouse. This is the nuanced situation that requires a real conversation. If you need income now, but your spouse is the lower earner, one strategy worth exploring is having the lower earner claim early to provide household income while the higher earner continues to delay. This preserves the higher survivor benefit for the future while meeting current income needs. This is the kind of decision where the numbers genuinely depend on your specific situation, your ages, your benefit amounts, your health, your other income. I am not giving you a blanket recommendation here. I am giving you the framework so you know what questions to ask. Your personal claiming age. How to find it. Okay, let me give you the 3 steps to find your actual right claiming age. Not a generic answer, but one that reflects your specific situation. Step 1. Get your real numbers from ssa.gov. Go to ssa.gov and create a My Social Security account if you do not already have one. Once you log in, you will see your Social Security statement. It shows your estimated monthly benefit at age 62, at your full retirement age, and at age 70. These are your actual numbers based on your real earnings history. Write down all 3 amounts. These are the numbers you will use for everything else. Step 2. Calculate your personal break-even age. Compare claiming at 62 versus claiming at 70. Here is the simple math. Take the monthly benefit at 70 and subtract the monthly benefit at 62. That is your monthly gain from waiting. Multiply the monthly benefit at 62 by 96. That is the total income you would collect from 62 to 70 by claiming early. Divide that total by your monthly gain. That gives you the number of months after age 70 you need to live for waiting to pay off. Add those months to age 70. That is your personal break-even age. Compare it to your honest life expectancy estimate. If you expect to live significantly past that break-even age, waiting is likely the better financial decision for you. Step 3. If you are married, run the survivor benefit calculation. Take the higher earner's benefit at 70, compare it to the higher earner's benefit at 62. The difference is what the surviving spouse would receive each month if the higher earner passes away first. Multiply that difference by the number of months the surviving spouse might live after the higher earner's death. That is the financial stake of the higher earner's claiming decision for the household, not just for the individual. Many couples find that when they run this calculation, the survivor benefit consideration changes their decision completely. Let me bring this together. The Social Security claiming decision is one of the most significant financial choices of your retirement. It is permanent, it compounds over decades, and the right answer genuinely depends on your specific situation, your health, your household, your other income sources. 3 things I want you to take from today. First, the numbers are real, and they are in your favor if you can wait. A 77% higher monthly check at 70 versus 62 is not a small difference. Over a 20-year retirement for most people, it adds up to more total income than claiming early. Second, the break-even age for most people is in the late 70s to early 80s, and the average 65-year-old American lives past that break-even point. This is not a guarantee, it is a probability, but it is a probability worth understanding before you make a permanent decision. Third, if you are married, your claiming decision is not just about you. The survivor benefit calculation belongs in this conversation. Run the numbers for your household, not just for yourself. You paid into Social Security for your entire working life. You deserve to receive the maximum amount you are entitled to for as long as you live. That starts with knowing the real numbers. And now you do. You have more options than you think. Before you go, I want to hear from you. What age are you planning to claim? Or if you have already claimed, looking back, do you feel the timing was right for your situation? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one, and your real experiences genuinely help me know what to cover next for this community. If this video gave you something useful, a number, a calculation, a question to think about, please share it with someone you know who is approaching this decision. This information belongs to everyone who is planning their retirement. And if you're not subscribed yet, I would love to have you here. New videos every week focused on making the retirement system clear and honest. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next one.